Less than 75 times. That's impressive in today's era because he can do that. He goes the other way with a solid single. Driven toward right. Warner going back. That's over his head and off the wall. 2 runs will score. Burleson with a stand-up double. Off the wall the other day. The pitch. There's a base hit to left. Pages is on his way to third. That a dicey proposition too. That one looped down the left field line. It might turn to gold, and it will. Walker Buehler. And Burleson beats the shift. Good piece of hitting. And there's your first Cardinals hit.
We make so much hard contact.
And he does here. A base hit to right. Arenado held up on the line drive. We're indeed challenging to see if there was fan interference. As a bullet to right by Burleson keeps his perfect day going. He is something.
Double and another double. And there was a caught stealing, which was a big break for him. And this one towards the line. It's going to stay in play. And it's a fair ball. Mishandled out there by Duran.
He was 3 hits away from getting to 10 for the 10th time to start the year. That one hit high toward right. That's down the line. Canario, no chance to get that. That'll die in the grass. Let's see if he can make some contact. He can, up the middle and through, a base hit. Arenado chugging around second. He's on his way to third. It ripped into the right field corner. McCutcheon's going to have to play that one on a bounce. It takes a high hop off the base of the wall and then dies, and Burleson as Nola turns it loose. Right back where it came from, and a base hit. On the ground, that's through for a base hit. Donnie around third, they're going to wave him. Smith up, here comes his throw. Blanco, a 1-2 pitch. Little squibber hit toward third. Paredes has it, throw to first is going to be in time.
Carry you offensively too when he gets rolling.
Tries to bunt, lays it down beautifully to third. It's a free hit, and Burleson's aboard his first time up. And shoots one the other way. So back-to-back singles for St. Louis. First
the Mets, Texas, been around.
That shot towards second. Albies gave ground, but couldn't come up with it. And Burleson you have when you have a shorthanded pitching staff. That one shot to the left side, and Riley can't get that. Good to see Burleson go the other way. Not to see his 7th pitch. And he grounds that to the left side. Allen, nice play to his right. High throw off target, and everybody's safe.
Supportive.
Yes.
We love that.
And a shot the other way. Love it when he hits the ball.
Buddy in the booth looked at me like that.
Pretty much. The pitch is stroked into center field. That's down for a base hit. Burleson with a base hit to right. That's the 7th Cardinal hit.
This has not been a lineup that's trying to lift and separate.
That one ricochets off the pitcher, bounces to third and foul ground. Throw to first is not in time. 3 balls and a strike. Hammered into right field. There's a base hit for Burleson. In the air, that's wallop deep right. Alec Burleson's got a home run. Driven to right center. Reynolds going back. Here comes Burley. He's homered again. It's 2-2. Driven down the left field line. That ball is fair into the corner. 1 run scores. Contreras on his way around. Here he comes. The Pirates mishandle the relay.
You have to add on and get into that bullpen as fast as you can.
Base hit the other way for Burleson. That was sharply hit. Line into center, and Burleson keeps on keeping on. He's got a 2-hit. Swing and a drive hammered to right. Burleson has put the Cardinals in front. A line drive home run. St. Louis in the inning. In the air, center field. There is that first hit for Burley. Lefty, lefty. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and out at third. The Phillies for the first time in 8 years. Back up the middle. That'll sneak through for a base hit. A 3-hit game for Burleson. Alec Burleson. And that one driven a long way towards center. Blanco on the run. Track wall. It is gone. Burleson with a homer into the wind. Broken bat, but that's going to find a hole right side. Herrera cuts the bag at second. He'll go first to third with one out. 3 runs in the Cardinal 5th. Burleson strokes that to left center field. That's down for a hit. He's got 2 hits. He's going to try for 2. Green's throw hits toward where the shortstop would play. Lays down a bunt. Not a bad idea. Tough play. He beats it. Everybody's safe. Jammed him, and it's popped up. Shallow right. That might drop. It will. Dealers donate $1,000 to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's a base hit for Burleson. Second inning in a row, the Cardinals have their. He will walk you. Not this time. That's rifled into right center field. Herrera on second, on his way to third. Thomas over quickly. Burleson headed for 2. Throw there is going to be late. Line drive to left. That's down for a base hit.
Momentum back from them.
There's a good way to start. That is down the line and fair into the right field corner. Burleson on his way to second. In the air, shallow center. Langford got an excellent jump, but can't get to that one. Alec Burleson ropes one toward third, and Young couldn't flag that. That was a 2-out double from Brendan Donovan in the first inning. Burleson has their second hit. An opposite field laser under the glove of Garcia.
Mistake here.
Swing, fly ball belted, center field. Isbell back. That baby's way out of here.
This season, deep drive to dead center field on a breaking ball.
He serves it the other way. Went deep short. Long throw. Tries to skip it off the grass in this trip to the plate. It's served into center. That ball is down. It's a base hit.
That's right. He can go the other way. Left side is wide open.
Right back to the mound. Bounced off Casparius. Off balance throw. Off target. Runner coming home. Throw is late. The Cardinals steal a run. Play today. And a shot up the middle. Mookie Betts dives, scrambles, and a wide throw at first. Just about everything on the button. Let's see if he can start a rally here. And he does with a base hit to left. He's 2 for 2 against Clayton Kershaw. There's a line drive into right. That's headed for the corner. Burleson around first. He's going to try. Here's Springer's throw. It's going to be way late.
You try to maybe sit on something early.
Or do that. Hit it the other way. Burleson with a base hit. Downey cuts the bag at second.
Holes or dumped in.
This one hard hit and through. Burleson's good work continues. Another pitching in Milwaukee. This one blooped toward shallow center, and that'll get down for a hit.
Probably Pan, I would say, is a pro.
That's driven toward left. Collins can't get that. That'll bounce off the base of the wall. Sharply hit. That's through for a knock. Contreras around second. Stutter steps around the bag. Something here, down a strike. And he does up the middle. There's a base hit. Mason Wynn around third. Gets the green light. There'll be no throw at the plate. The throw comes to third, and that's late.
Maybe that's 2 on the nose.
So was that hit. Swing and a drive down the right field line. Did he keep that one fair? He did. It's in the corner. 52 average in June. That one rifled in the right field corner. Burleson's first career hit against the White Sox puts runners at first and third. Fans smart. Yeah. Pitch lined into right center field. That ball's well struck. That baby is gonna go. Alec Burleson continues his line into right. Oh, he tomahawked that baby. Wynn will come around and score. That shot up the middle, and Burleson's lefty-lefty work continues to amaze. That ball smoked to right. And Tonkman can't get it. So we'll see how long he can go. 2 up, 2 down. Burleson's next. Little Chopper's going to sneak through for a 2-out single. 2 on, 2 out. That's driven a long way toward left. Benintendi on the fly. That ball is gone. Opposite field. 3-run homer for Burleson. First. That stroke toward right center field. That's down for an extra base hit. Burleson on his way to second. Nice, smooth, easy swing. Runner not going, and a high fly ball whacked toward right. Fraley going back at the wall. It's a 2-run homer. Swing and a base hit to right. Here comes Donnie around third. He's going to score. Pitch to Burleson. Swing, high fly ball again, deep right. Tucker going back, going back. That one's gone too. That one headed for the gap in right center. PCA will cut that off, or try to. He can't. That'll bounce up against the wall.
Exactly.
You were well north of 100.
Yeah.
There's a drive to right field, hit pretty well. Jones goes back to the wall, and that ball is gone. 2 homers in this inning for the Cardinals. Alec Burleson. Progressive field for the Cardinals and the Guardians tonight. And Alec Burleson already has a home run. Sends one deep to left center. It's Thomas back out near that big wall, and it's off the wall. Thomas gets it in quickly as... Little flare headed to shallow left. That's going to drop and score 2. Burleson might have broken his bat. Memory.
All across baseball?
Yes. That's rifled toward right center. Cruz on the run. That's tailing away from him and off the base of the fence. Alec is on his way to second. The throw is going to be late. He got in. With 10 homers, the pitch. And stroked over short. That's going to drop for a base hit. Donovan didn't get a good read. The throw coming to third.
They get rid of some of their assets.
That's down the line and fair. That'll ricochet off the sidewall. Single. A double play ended that threat. That's smoke to center. Well hit. PCA says sayonara. Long homer to straightaway center. There's the blast. That one shot under the glove at first. Mason around second, on his way to third. Pop's going to wave him home. Burleson's got a double, and the Cardinals have the lead.
Thinking up the middle, thinking the other way.
Like that. Deep short. That'll creep through, and the Cardinals are on the board. Burleson serves a single to left. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Line into left center field. That's down for a hit. Here comes Donnie around third. He will score. See if it holds true tonight for Alec. A shot to right field. That's headed for the corner. Donovan's going to score. Burleson around first, on his way to second. We got a 3-1 game. 3rd inning. Swing, drive down the right field line. That's headed for the corner. That's going to bounce into the stands.
For the Nationals, but it kind of feels like it.
That one served into the gap in left center. That'll get down for a base hit. Victor's going to try for third. The throw on target, but late. Foundation. It's a 1-run game. Jesse Chavez back to work. And a base hit past Olsen into right field. And a base hit for Burleson. There's that first hit in this building for Alec.
My boss was Terry.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That ball is doused deep to right field. Alec Burleson destructs this baseball.
Those games where it was exciting atmosphere. Adam Wainwright out there.
That's off the glove of Naylor and into right field. Base hit for Burleson.
Said after the game that he was in a ton of pain. X-rays were negative. Gets a base hit here. He was hoping before the game that
5 innings this evening. That's line to left. There's your 7th hit. Burleson's got a pair of knocks. Swings late. And he did. That's headed for the sidewall. That kicks off toward Johnson. The Cardinals have him second and third with 2 out. 1 strike just past 8 o'clock at Busch. And a line drive the other way. How about Burleson? In the air to center. That was well hit. Merrill going back, and that one is on the berm. That's more like it. The Cardinals have had 21 of them in 4 games. As Burley ropes that one into the right field corner, he's going to have another extra base hit. Hits are just too small. Burleson, a line drive to center. Myers back. It's gone. Yankees try to chase down Toronto. Cue shot. That might turn to gold. Phillips with a bare hand. Low throw, has no chance. Little pop into center. That's going to get down for a base hit. That'll score a run.
Taking on that responsibility.
Well, they're trying to earn their 16th shutout as the Cardinals have back-to-back hits. On the ground, that's going to sneak through for a base hit. Herrera around second, on his way to third. That took a funny hop. And a shot past Freddie Freeman into right field. A 2-hit game for Burleson.
Hanging in there, right? And a very tough lefty here in Boyd.
Because he can do that. First Cardinal hit.
In Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, and T-ball league, and then I'm going to work my way up and then go to a...
Began to throw overhand, which made it much tougher for the catchers to catch. This one is going to hit Contreras between first and second. Line into right field. That's down for a base hit. Burleson ambushes the first pitch. He brings home Victor Scott. He also stole a base and was stranded. And shoots another first pitch into the outfield. This one to straightaway center.
Valuable experience for a young player if you get a taste of it, especially if they know you're going to be a guy.
There's a missile toward the gap. Look at Mason go. He's around second, on his way to third in every inning. So he's working with some stress. Driven down the line. That ball is a laser beam.
Home of the 2-1 on the Cardinal first baseman, who lifts it to left. Dominguez started back, came in and misplays it. All the way into the corner. Here comes Burleson.
6 or 6.5, and everyone thought 2 months ago, oh man, no one's catching the Cubs. No way.
Well, what a play by Volpe just to get there, but a bad throw. Towards the left side, McMahon hustling over, trying to barehand, and
doesn't use that sinker in on some of the right-handers.
Line into right center field, down for a hit. They're going to wave Nootbaar. Bellinger's throw is cut off. A base hit could give the Cardinals the lead. Ground ball, knocked out. That is going to be a hit. It's going to tie the game 2-2. Man. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a base hit. Here comes Herrera around third. Burleson makes him pay for
3 spot in the 5th inning, and then a run each of the last 2.
How about Burleson? He's got a 3-hit game to go along with.
Trying to get too big, take what the opposition was giving.
This one down the left field line. Burleson serves it into the corner. And he's on his way to second with an extra base hit. 15 bombs, 57 driven in. And sharply hit and into right field. Burley keeps on keeping on, his 5th hit. On the ground, base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Herrera around third. He will score without a throw. Lined into right field. There's hit number 3. That one sharply struck. Burleson. Alec Burleson, a 21-hit month. Lines that one right back through the box. Make it 22. The 1-2 pitch. Line to left. That's going to get down. That's a base hit. That'll be a double. Think about that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line to left. Man, oh man, this guy is turning into one heck of a hitter. Golf towards center. That's pretty well hit. At the track, hit the wall. It's gone. Burleson with a walk-off homer.
You handled the ice water getting dumped on him.
And he handles that pitch and smashes that into center.
Damage, so I wasn't overly concerned. Took a little time to get past it. Now I'm swinging pain-free, Chip.
That one well hit to center. That ball is gone. Welcome back, Alec Burleson. A 2-run homer. That one shot inside the bag. A fair ball to left. Burleson around first. He's going to try for 2. The throw is off target. Up the middle, that's going to sneak through. He spoiled the shift. Turan couldn't get it, and Herrera's going to go first to third. Fly ball deep center. Churio, as far as he can go, leaps up. It's off the top of the wall. Herrera had to hold up. Now he's around third. He's going to come around, and Burleson will stand at third base.
Book their ticket for October. First pitch swinging for Alec Burleson. And he puts this into right field to lead off.
Patel's hit batsman keeps the inning alive. Line to the left. That is going to get down. That's going to get to the gap. We got a 1-run game. Here comes Herrera. They're going to wave him. Here's the relay from De La Cruz. It's late. And I would imagine it's like when a sprinter slows down and has a quad pull. It's that check swing that hurts more than a full swing like that. But a hit makes everything feel better. Line toward left. On an 0-2 pitch, Burleson serves one the other way.
You know that Burley's got the ability to shoot it to left.
Swing, drive, hammered right center. Long run, Marte. He's not getting that. Burleson with a 2-strike thunderbolt. That's scorched to center. Benson retreats. That ball is over his head, and it's up against the wall. Burleson's got 2 extra base hits. Swing and a shot hit to right. Frelick can't make the play.
Breaking ball, that slider or sweeper combination the other way.
Sharply hit right field. There's a base hit. Here comes Johnny to third. They'll stop him. It's St. Louis roster. Some wondered how Burleson was going to fit in. Well, his bat has made him a legitimate big league hitter, not slugger hitter. Stand. Make it 9 hits. That's headed for the gap in left center. Herrera cuts the bag at second. Alec Burleson will bat against Rob Zastryzny, and he keeps on hitting left-handed pitching. Good fun to watch. Or less of support. And that's a large reason why he's 3-10. And Burleson tomahawks that one through the middle for today. The real race begins tomorrow. This one shot through, a base hit with 2 strikes. Burleson combs a single. Throw goes through to right. It's off target. Cue shot toward third. Chapman long run, long throw, and not in time. Infield. Well, next year he'll be able to appeal that. On the ground, up the middle. Burleson's got an RBI hit. 2-2. Swing, a base hit. Burleson puts the Cardinals in front. A rocket to right. Swing, drive, hammered toward right. That is off the wall. Herrera on his way to third. He'll be stopped there. Burleson with a double, and the Cardinals are in business with 1 out.